Normally at the Old School Boxing Club. He's been training for 5 years. He's 20 years old. He's a student at Tri-C, where he's taking graphic design courses, and he's got an accomplished amateur background. 2004 State Fair champion, 2003 Cleveland Golden Glove champion. His favorite boxers, he's got a number of them. Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, Tommy the Hitman Hearns, and Smokin' Joe Frazier.
His fiance, Imani Isaac, is biting her nails right now. Here we go with round number 1.
So Eric Harris, of course, is going to be in the yellow and black trunks. Zaid Malik is in the orange trunks, both fighters representing their particular Cleveland Browns or Pittsburgh Steelers alliance. Nice left hand lands for Eric Harris.
I love the colors of the fighters. It adds such a great touch to the whole atmosphere of this evening. And Antonio, we have a phenomenal crowd turnout tonight.
Yeah, we do. Despite the fact that Ohio State and Michigan basically played at the same time, this crowd has shown up and shown up big here tonight.
Boxing fans, true boxing fans, knows where good boxing fights lie, and most of the time that's in the amateur ranks.
Well, I've been covering this sport for a number of years now, George, and I've never been to a bad amateur show, ever.
There's really no such thing, and one of the things Eric Harris is going to bring to the table tonight is he is a southpaw fighter. Curious to see how this is going to work, Zaid Malik. See if it takes him off his game plan at all.
Well, so far, nobody's landed anything really meaningful in this first round. Big feeling out round for both fighters in this round. Zaid Malik moving side to side. Eric Harris is moving forward. Unlike the pros, that doesn't give you an advantage or a disadvantage on the judges' scorecards.
No, it does not.
A short left hand lands for Harris. Harris using the jab now to try to get on the inside over Zaid Malik, and the first round comes to a close. Not much action in that first round, George. Pretty even fight so far. We'll go into the corner of Zaid Malik, where his trainer, Danielle Bell, will give him instructions.
You gotta do you gotta step in.
Yeah.
But you didn't hit the end thing, right? Just take a step forward, your jab, right? And throw straight right hand hook, all right? Get soft, right? Straight right hand hook, all right? Straight right hand hook and go to your left, right?
Keep your left foot. Keep your left foot on the outside of his right. You understand? He come in, hook him, then throw the right hand. You got it? Keep that foot on the outside of his right, that left. You got it? Yeah. Okay. And when you jab and push off that back foot, bang, bang, bang. Then right hand.
So Danielle Bell yelling instructions at Zaid Malik. And we'll see if Zaid can take those instructions into this second round, as we have Zaid Malik, Eric Harris, 165-pounders in this first annual Brown and Orange Turnpike Boxing Classic. Second round starts with Harris maybe opening up a little bit more, as both fighters really didn't land that many punches in the first round. Real is a feeling out round early on.
Both fighters are fighting very cautious in the first round. They're cautious again in the second. Need to get a little more punches and bunches here to score some points and make an entertaining fight.
Right hand lands for Malik, and Eric Harris quickly escaped the wrath of any more punches that Malik was ready to throw there.
Both fighters are very strong. Both fighters are very tall. Both fighters have good jabs. A very evenly matched fight tonight.
Malik trying to use his jab now to get on the inside as well. He's not moving side to side as much anymore. Now we may see him start to be the aggressor. A feint there from Malik, and really has Eric Harris backing up on those feints. Double jab followed by left hand for Eric Harris, fails to land. Both fighters really skilled, just trying to land the big shot on one another, and really nothing is landing for either fighter. Short left hand on the inside just grazes the head of Eric Harris for Zaid Malik.
Most of the punches tonight, unless they're in the body, are being blocked partially by their gloves. Hard fight to score so far.
And not many punches have landed. Low scoring bout. And ultimately, if the fight continues to go like this, it's going to go to the judges' scorecards.
Judges have a challenging fight on their hands.
And as Eric Harris backs Malik up into the corner, Malik effectively punches his way out of the corner as the bell for the second round sounds. As we have a close fight, George. Nobody is imposing their will on the other. It seems like they're both trying to use the jab to get on the inside, but neither is having much success with that.
No, neither fighter's having much success. They're a lot similar fighters. They're very close in as far as age-wise, experience-wise, and style-wise, and maybe that's why they're having a hard time hitting each other, because they're so much alike.
Well, the other thing is, at times, when you have the southpaw against the conventional fighter, a lot of times you just don't get the matchup that you anticipate. The guys are a little awkward against each other. They don't want to open up too quick because they know they're going to get hit by that power hand if they do. So what each of them might be doing are just trying to counter the other, or just waiting for the other one to start throwing a bunch of punches, and then that's when they're trying to get in there. But as of right now, not a lot of hard shots have landed, and we're starting the third round here in Cleveland Brown Stadium, the first annual Brown and Orange Turnpike Boxing Classic. Zaid Malik is your representative from Cleveland. Eric Harris, your representative from Pittsburgh.
Very even fight. Hopefully in this round we have one fighter kind of stand up and rise to the occasion.
Both fighters in the center of the ring. Again, Eric Harris lands a jab. It backs up Malik momentarily, but clearly did not hurt him.
Neither fighter seems to have a lot of pop on their punches tonight.
Yeah, excellent point, George. You're exactly right. We haven't heard the crisp shots land from either puncher tonight.
Not many oohs and ahs in the crowd as a result of this fight. Very scientific fight, but not exciting.
Right hand followed by a left hand lands for Eric Harris upstairs on Zaid Malik. Lead left hand from Eric Harris just grazes the chest of Zaid Malik. Doesn't really land. Left hand lands for Eric Harris. Has Zaid Malik up in the corner. Malik gets out of it, and that lands a right hook of his own upstairs.
That shot was also partially blocked, Antonio.
Crowd getting a little restless now, as neither fighter really doing much to control this round, and really haven't done much to control this fight either. You'll see this from time to time, George, when you have an evenly matched amateur fight. You'll see them where the guys just won't throw many punches. They respect the other guy too much, and they don't want to do anything that's going to open themselves up to the counter shots of the other combatant.
It's kind of who's going to have the guts to jump first and make something happen here, and so far neither fighter has done that.
Well, one thing I did notice after that round, George, is the failure to put the stool in the corner of Zaid Malik, as they took a long time to get that in there, and Zaid obviously was standing a lot longer than Eric Harris was. We'll see if that affects him in this fourth round. But his shoelace came untied, and his trainer also had to tie his shoe there. So while he's busy tying his shoe, instead of giving him some pointers, so in between rounds, not very good for Zaid Malik.
Not at all. It doesn't seem like a big deal, but that extra 5 or 6 seconds that you're sitting versus standing, and that can have a difference in a fight like this. There's not a lot of time between rounds, and a minute is not as long as you think it is.
No, fourth round here. Zaid Malik from Cleveland, Eric Harris from Pittsburgh, 165-pound weight class. And Eric Harris appears to want to open up now and engage, and so does Zaid Malik.
I think both fighters realize that something needs to be done this round to get them a decision or the win in general, and both fighters are ready to start throwing.
A left hook lands from Zaid Malik, shakes up Eric Harris a little bit. Both fighters clench in the corner, and now Eric Harris is going.
Eric Harris better be careful arguing with the referee.
Yeah, you're not allowed to speak back to the referee in the amateurs. If you do, you get a point deducted. If he does it again, I'm sure the referee will take a point. Eric Harris is complaining about Zaid Malik holding him, though.
I think Eric Harris needs to let the referee do his job, and he needs to concentrate on boxing, because if he gets frustrated with little things like that, it's going to cost him points. Could cost him the fight.
A shoe shine action on the inside from Eric Harris lands a number of punches unanswered from Zaid Malik to the body.
Eric Harris is scoring a lot of points this round, which could catapult him to victory.
Zaid Malik appears to be winded now as he's not throwing any punches and he's kind of on the bicycle.
Both fighters are back to stalking each other like they've done in the first 3 rounds. I think both fighters are getting a little tired and just waiting for that one shot again.
Right hand lands for Malik. You heard the shot basically on the shoulder of Eric Harris.
That was the first shot that we've heard all fight so far.
And the 4th round has come to a close, and that's going to do it in this fight, as both fighters did not do much to impose their will on the other. 4th round opened up a little bit where Eric Harris seemed to control that round and just may have won the fight based on the punches that he landed in that 4th round. But we'll have to find out from the judges, which will have the scoring when we come back here on Sports Time Ohio from Cleveland Brown Stadium, 1st annual Brown and Orange Turnpike Boxing Classic.
Have you ever dreamed about becoming a star? Well then come on over to North Coast Central Casting, where we give you the training that you'll need to get started. From acting classes, working as a production assistant or crew member, appearing as an extra, doing stunt work, to auditioning for films and TV shows. At North Coast Central Casting, let us help you to become a star.
The American dream of owning your home doesn't come easy. Infinity Lending can help you attain your dreams. Infinity Lending is a leader in financial loan lending. We are specialists in helping everyone that needs money. For home purchases, bill consolidation, debt refinances, and home equity loans. Our staff is fluent in both English and Spanish. We understand the money needs of our clients and are authorized to lend the cash to solve your current financial situation. Pick up the phone and call toll-free 1-866-605-9197. We are an equal opportunity lender.
So welcome back, fight fans, to Cleveland Brown Stadium, the 1st annual Brown and Orange Turnpike Boxing Classic. Zaid Malik and Eric Harris in the 165-pound weight class, and standing by with the decision is the master of ceremonies, ring announcer Bob Dobie.